Like you were stuck in a rut, craving something more? Something that could reignite that spark within you and make you feel alive again? That was me, just a few short weeks ago. I felt like I was on a never-ending treadmill, running but not really getting anywhere. The days blurred together, stress clung to me like a second skin, and a nagging feeling of dissatisfaction lingered. It was as if I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. I knew I needed a change, but where to start? The idea of overhauling my entire life felt overwhelming, almost impossible. Then I stumbled upon a simple yet profound idea: transform my life by adopting 7 new habits, one for each day of the week. It sounded almost too good to be true. I'll admit I was skeptical. Could I really expect to see a noticeable difference in just 7 days? It seemed like a lofty goal, but I was desperate for change. But a spark of hope ignited within me. What if this was the answer I had been searching for all along? I decided to embrace the challenge, to dive headfirst into the unknown. I had nothing to lose and everything to gain. Little did I know this experiment would be the catalyst for a profound personal transformation. It was the beginning of a journey that would change my life in ways I never imagined. This wasn't just about forming new habits. It was about reclaiming my life, one small step at a time. Each day brought a new challenge, a new opportunity to grow and evolve. This is the story of my journey, of the 7 habits that changed my life in a week. It's a testament to the power of small, consistent actions and the incredible impact they can have. And who knows, maybe they can do the same for you. After all, sometimes the smallest changes can lead to the biggest transformations. The first challenge? Waking up early. It sounds simple, but it's a monumental shift for those of us used to late nights and groggy mornings. Now, I'm not talking about a leisurely 7 a.m. wake-up call. Oh no, this was about embracing the stillness of dawn, of greeting the day before the rest of the world stirred. It was about finding a moment of solitude, a time when the world is quiet and the possibilities seem endless. My alarm was set for 5 a.m. The first ring of the alarm felt like a jolt, a reminder that I was stepping into a new routine. The first few mornings were brutal. My body resisted, my mind clung to the comfort of sleep, and every fiber of my being screamed for those extra hours of rest. My body screamed for those extra hours of sleep, but I persevered. Each morning, I fought the urge to hit the snooze button, reminding myself of the commitment I had made. And slowly, something magical happened. The struggle began to ease, and I found myself waking up with a sense of anticipation. As I sipped my coffee, bathed in the golden glow of the rising sun, a sense of peace washed over me. The quiet moments became a sanctuary, a time to reflect and prepare for the day ahead. The world felt fresh, full of possibility. Each sunrise brought with it a new beginning, a chance to start over and make the most of the day. I used this newfound time to meditate, to stretch, to simply be present. The impact was immediate. My mind felt clearer, my body more energized, and my spirit uplifted. I felt calmer, more centered, and my days seemed to stretch out before me, full of potential. The early hours became a gift, a time to nurture my well-being. This wasn't just about waking up earlier, it was about reclaiming my mornings. It was about creating a space for myself, a time to focus on what truly matters. It was about starting each day with intention, with a sense of peace and purpose that carried me through the hours ahead. This new dawn was more than just a time on the clock. It was a new beginning, a fresh start, and a path to a more fulfilling life. Next up, daily workouts. Now, before you envision me morphing into a gym-obsessed fitness fanatic, let me clarify. This wasn't about punishing myself with grueling workouts. It was about moving my body, about feeling the energy coursing through my veins, about reconnecting with my physical self. I experimented with different activities: yoga, jogging, brisk walks in nature. Some days I'd put on my favorite music and dance like nobody was watching. The key was consistency, not intensity. Even just 20 minutes a day made a world of difference. The physical benefits were undeniable: increased energy, improved sleep, and a newfound sense of strength. But it was the mental shift that truly surprised me. Exercise became my stress reliever, my mood booster, my way to clear my head and find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. Habit number 3 was journaling. Now, I'll admit, the thought of putting my deepest thoughts and feelings on paper felt a little daunting at first. But I pushed past the resistance and picked up my pen. I started simply, jotting down my thoughts and feelings, my dreams and frustrations. As the days went by, something remarkable happened. The act of writing became a form of therapy, a way to process my emotions, to untangle the knots in my mind. I began to recognize patterns in my behavior, to understand myself on a deeper level. Journaling became my safe space, a place where I could be completely honest with myself, where I could explore my inner world without judgment. It was a journey of self-discovery, of unearthing hidden desires and aspirations. The fourth habit that transformed my week was mindful eating. No, this wasn't about deprivation or restrictive diets. It was about truly savoring each bite, about transforming the act of eating from a mindless necessity into a sensory experience. I slowed down, putting my fork down between bites, closing my eyes as I inhaled the aroma of my food. I paid attention to the textures, the flavors, the way each ingredient danced on my tongue. It was a revelation. Not only did I start to appreciate the simple pleasure of food more deeply, but I also became more attuned to my body's hunger cues. I began to distinguish between emotional eating and true physical hunger. This awareness led to healthier food choices and a more balanced relationship with food overall. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel tethered to our devices. So, for my fifth habit, I decided to embrace the power of disconnecting. I committed to 1 hour of screen-free time each day. At first, the silence was deafening. I felt a constant urge to check my phone, to scroll through social media, to fill the void with digital noise. But as the days passed, I began to relish the quiet. I rediscovered the joy of reading, of losing myself in a good book. I started taking long walks in nature, breathing in the fresh air, feeling the sun on my skin. Disconnecting from the digital world allowed me to reconnect with myself, with the world around me, with the simple pleasures that I had forgotten existed. It was a liberating experience, a reminder that true freedom lies in our ability to disconnect from the noise and distractions of modern life. For my sixth habit, I shifted my focus from self-care to cultivating connections. I made a conscious effort to reach out to loved ones, to schedule coffee dates with friends, to have meaningful conversations with my family. In a world that often feels increasingly isolating, nurturing these bonds felt like a breath of fresh air. Laughter, shared stories, heartfelt conversations. These moments filled my cup in a way that nothing else could. It was a reminder that we are social creatures, hardwired for connection. It was about prioritizing the people who matter most, about showing up for them, about making time for the relationships that nourish our souls. As my week of adopting new habits drew to a close, I was amazed by the transformation I felt within myself. It was as if a new chapter of my life had begun, one filled with endless possibilities and newfound energy. The 7 habits I had embraced had woven themselves into the fabric of my life, creating a ripple effect that touched every aspect of my being. Each habit, though small on its own, collectively brought about a profound change. I woke up each morning feeling energized and ready to greet the day. The simple act of rising early had given me a head start, a moment of peace before the world awoke. My body felt strong and vibrant. Regular exercise had not only improved my physical health, but also boosted my mental well-being, making me feel more alive than ever. My mind felt clear and focused. Meditation and journaling had become my sanctuary, a place where I could reflect, plan, and dream without distractions. My heart felt full of love and gratitude. Practicing gratitude daily had opened my eyes to the beauty around me, making me appreciate the little things in life. This wasn't just about checking off a list of habits, it was about making a conscious choice to design a life that I loved, a life that felt aligned with my values and aspirations. It was about creating a vision for my future and taking deliberate steps to achieve it. It was about recognizing that small changes, implemented consistently, could lead to extraordinary results. Just like a plant grows slowly but surely, my habits were the seeds of my personal growth. This is just the beginning of my journey, but it's a journey that I'm excited to continue. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, learn, and become a better version of myself. Now I challenge you. Choose one of these habits and commit to it for a week. See what unfolds. You might find that this small step leads to a path of continuous improvement and joy. You might just be surprised by the transformative power that lies within you. Embrace the journey and watch as your life begins to change in ways you never imagined.